Snitches get stitches. Okay, so somebody has come out with the patch notes, supposedly patch notes copied and pasted for 1.12. Who knows who did it or what's going on with it, but the information is here. So whether it's true or not, we will find out shortly, right? So it is not that serious. This is an app game. It is not the nuclear launch codes. This is not the formula for time travel where everybody's loopering back to do things. We'll be fine. Regardless if this is real or not, we will be fine. But I want to go to a different format. So we're going to go over here to my game. We're going to go over here to how it's broken down in an easier readable format. So Arena Platinum tier. Basically, it's just the top 300 for Arena. It's been a long time coming. We've needed something to show the top Arena people, to give them additional rewards, to show things that are broken in Arena so we can fix them. Because we're going to see a lot of hegemons in the top 300. I can guarantee you we are going to see a lot of hegemons. And there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to battle against hegemons to try to break the hegemon comps. Now, I know people are out there saying, I can beat hegemons. That's cool. You can beat hegemons in the format that it is in right now. Arena is super easy. I get it. But if you take a mirror match of your team, take out one of your weakest and throw in hegemon in there, and then now it's your hegemon versus their mirror match team. R3 is the same as their 3, but they got one more different champion. I guarantee you a hegemon with provoke artifacts and the right masteries will probably provoke you or lock you out of your abilities right away, and then the rest of his 3 will clean you up, no problem, for people who have serious accounts. So we're going to get to see how broken things are in Arena. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. I want to see the top 300 every week. I want to see who's battling it out, and I want to see what team comps they are using. So we also have new campaign difficulties. Let me also say that this patch right here, if this is the patch that I am not excited. I like what's in here. I like what's within this patch, but I am not excited about it because of how long it took. If this was a normal patch, if we were getting normal patches every month and this was a patch for that month, then yes, this would be okay. And if we didn't have so many lingering issues in the game. We have so many quality of life issues and issues with champions, balancing, that it's not even funny. Stuff we've talked to them about since the beginning of Global, since before Global in beta, and it's still not fixed. Serious issues in the game that make it to where a community cannot stay together. We have clan boss issues. We have numerous, unkillable issues. We've got so many things out there. It's not even funny. So is this patch decent? Does it look good? It looks decent if it was on a normal schedule and if there weren't so many glaring issues in the game already, then this would be okay. But since there are so many issues and so many people left, since this company is so money hungry and they don't do any events for free to play, and there's still no way, there's no PvP shop here, right? Like all of their games have to get books. We have no way still after a year of this game being out and so much longer in beta that we can't even get a way to get books in this game. It's just crazy. Anyways, I'll stop talking about all that other stuff. Let's get back into the patch notes, see what we have. So new campaign. Now again, to me, this is not new content. If this was a normal scheduled patch, it would be okay because we're getting a new stage of Nightmare. Once we're done with that Nightmare stage, which knowing their difficulty curve, that we might need 4 legendary champions at 60 to complete it, we're going to get that 1 sacred shard or whatever, and we're going to be done with it. Big deal to me. I don't care about that. I want real content, and I want real change, real quality of life, real balancing done. I don't really care so much about this. This doesn't get me excited, and the PvP does. This has been a long time coming, and they're going to add more to this, I'm sure, which will make it even better because a lot of other games thrive off of their PvP. They get so many videos off of their guild battles, off of their PvP, off their real-time arena, off of all their other avenues that they do with their player versus player combats because it's so dynamic. It changes so much. Metas can change with new champions that come out. People playing against each other. We can do videos about it. I can be like, hey, I'm going up against DM or Chosen's guild clan, and here it is. Let's get down to it. Let's watch my team battle up against their teams. There's cool content that needs to be done that the other games do, that all the other games do. So let's go down to balancing changes. Let's come back to, because I want to reference some of the champions I actually have here, and then I recently 60'd 6-star. So they did take out, also it talks about making faction wars easier, right? It just talks about some of the stages will be more manageable. You can read it right here. Some of the stages will be more manageable. What does that mean? We're going to have to test it out. I don't think that this company really gets it when we come to them with issues. Obviously, that's apparent, right? They can say whatever they want all the time. Hey, we're sorry, we're working on this, we're doing that. But actions speak just everything, right? And for action-wise, whenever we tell them about any kind of issues in the game or anything that needs to be done, and it's not nitpicking stuff. I'm not saying, hey, change your prices. I don't care about that. I'm talking about actually making the game fundamentally better for everyone and not crazy stuff. I'm not sitting here saying, oh my God, this skill 1 does this. I'm not nitpicking at the smallest stuff. I'm talking about overall changing the game. And for Faction Wars, it sounds like it's going to be pretty much the same thing. I don't think we're going to see a major difference, and I think people are still going to be stuck at where they're at. But we'll have to wait and see. When it comes out, we'll do a further follow-up video and really see what it's all about. Also, they made it so rank 1 glyphs couldn't drop in stage 10 and 11 rewards. Whatever, that's fine. These balance changes, we'll talk about this. There weren't a lot of good balance changes that I liked, but there are a few that I have leveled up recently, and I will be doing guides on, so we'll talk about those. And then it also talks about masteries here. Now, you can pay, once this patch goes live, you can pay 800 gems to fully mastery one of your champions. That's really good. It's really good for somebody like me, and for somebody that's free to play, obviously you would wait to charge up energy and then go in and do your masteries, but you'd get your silver too, right? You'd get your silver drops. With me, it takes about 800 worth of energy to do it anyway. So 800 gems, it takes that much gems to do a full, 2,600 energy or whatever you need to do all your masteries, about that. So it's really good. I'm missing out on all that silver per run, but that's okay. It saves me so much time that it is insane. And yes, I will be using this on my champions. For sure, I will be using this on my champions. It is really good. But other than that, I mean, if you use this 800, it doesn't matter how many masteries your champion has, it will take 800 gems and just max them out on masteries. But still, I think it's a very good feature. They're adding an additional 100 slot to champion storage that could be unlocked with gems. Why this wasn't an additional roster space as well is blowing my mind. I have no idea. Again, they're not being proactive enough. They're not being proactive, period. But now they're not being proactive enough. They've heard our cries. They've heard our comments. They've heard everybody out there. We need space. We need space to summon. We need space to hold a roster. This extra 100 is not enough. This will hold us over for, not at all. I mean, that 100 is used already. We needed that 100 and we need more. It's gone already. And we need it in our roster as well. I don't know what the issue is with this company or with their infrastructure, with their game, but it needs to get fixed and we need more space now. We need 100 additional roster space. And even then, that would suit us for only so long because we're going to have more things coming out. We've got more champions coming out. The number of champions they release is insane compared to the space we have available. So am I happy we got more space in our storage? Yeah. It's been coming, right? We've known about that. This isn't an amazing patch. We needed it. We got like half of what we needed for now, and we're going to need more. Pre-battle selection menu now allows you to select champions from your storage. That's pretty cool. I don't know. We'll have to see how this turns out, right? Will I be able to see everything my champion has on when I go into storage? If I have 2 cold hearts in storage, am I going to know which one to select out of that? Will it really be that involved? And then also, I have to have space within my 100 roster because it's going to pull it immediately from there into my roster, which I don't like. Just keep it in there. If it's in storage, keep it in storage. Why do you need to pull it out just so I can run, a match with it? We'll have to see how that works out. The confirmation pop-up for inventory for ensure that when you destroy artifacts, obviously that's a no-brainer. Whoever made that in-game and kept it in there should be fired. I mean, if you make anything that says, hey, destroy this, and you don't have a confirmation button on it because you can fat finger it, then, I mean, come on. So maintenance alert, okay, fine. Artifact inventory has undergone thorough optimization and additional 200 slots have been added to your artifacts. Okay, that's cool. An additional artifacts, I do like it. I have a lot, but I think definitely keeping the number not down, but at a reasonable amount makes it so that I definitely have to go back through my artifacts and really start selling things and keeping only the best of the best, which I don't mind. Do I mind having more slots? No, I don't mind. It's great. I wish they'd make it easier, though, that I could sell artifacts that were already in the mailbox, that I could see them, sell them from the mailbox instead of having to take them from the mailbox, put them into my inventory, whatever amount I have at a time, and then trying to sell those and then get more from the mailbox. There's better options. There's better systems out there, and those are some of the quality of life stuff that it should have already been in game. Fusion now allows the user of champions to rank higher than the regular. So if you were to accidentally make a 6-star out of a 5, you could use that for fusion. You can use 5-star champions for the 4-star fusion. That's cool, I guess. Players who manage to take top place in tournament leaderboards will now receive additional rewards. Great. That means Stu is no longer going to be on the top leaderboards. You won't see me anymore. Right now, I've been on the top leaderboards, at least top 4 or so, because nobody cares unless it's a summoning event where the true whales come out, and then we get to see the top people who spend like truly $20,000 during a summoning event. These are the whales that keep this company alive, by the way, all those whales. And I won't be on the top leaderboards anyway, because once there is actually, I don't, if you're doing speed runs for things, I have the artifacts to support, but I don't have the characters, the champions to support I don't have a Draco Morph, I don't have other ones that actually really help you with speed runs and get through certain things. So I don't have all the champions needed to do enough speed runs. I will try, of course, but pretty much if they have rewards, you're going to see a lot more whales come out, and people are going to actually try, because right now nobody cares. So that's the issue with that, but I think it's really cool. They should have done this a long time ago. There should have always been rewards for people who are really going to put up that much time and money. They should definitely have rewards for them, and I hope the rewards are good. We'll do a follow-up video and see about all that stuff. Multi-battle no longer. Okay, this has been an issue for a really long time. Really long time, especially since 1.12 has taken so long to come out. People have left the game over this. It's been an issue. If you had like max level champions and this is only in campaign, and you're running auto battle, it would take them out. You could only have one, and it had to be in the leader spot. I don't know. It just caused a lot of problems. So they finally have that taken care of, right? I've seen people on the forums ask about that as well. This is going to be a big one in the community, and I don't have an issue with it. Right now, poison resistance is not calculated. So right now, when you have Elenarl and you have Zavia do the combustion, it does it for more damage on a boss than it should. More damage than actually poison is taking on a boss. So that's the issue, right? And if you think about that logically, look, if you just let those poisons tick on the boss, they wouldn't do as much damage as this combust is doing. That's what the issue is, right? It's been an issue, and Polarium just never has addressed it yet. So now they're addressing it. Should they have addressed this a long time ago? Yes. Yes, they should, because now there's going to be a lot of salty people who've been doing fast runs with this. Will they still be able to do fast runs? Yeah. It's going to clear waves exactly the same. Will it kill the boss a little bit slower? Yeah. 20 seconds slower. Who cares? It's game balancing. Any kind of stuff like this, unkillable comps, this kind of stuff, anything else is just balancing the game, everybody. You have to have balance in your game to have a good game for it. You can't just have, oh, look, unkillable team, future content, I beat it. You can't do that. You can't have something like this that's not working properly and that hasn't been for a long time and just say, look, I quit the game because you're fixing something that's been broken. You can't do that. Just let it fly just because it's been that way. No, you fix things in your game, and you should never be scared as a company to do that, to go in and nerf things. Sometimes things need to be nerfed, and it's not even a nerf. Well, it is a nerf. It's going to feel like a nerf when things need to be changed or reduced, because that's how it's supposed to be. If it's not working properly, then let's fix it. Let's get all champions on the same playing ground, right? Because even Karams could do it. Anybody could do it. It didn't matter. And if it's exploding for way more than actual ticks would ever do, then yes, it's an issue, and it's been an issue. So it's being addressed, I hope. So I don't have any problem with it. It might add some seconds onto your run. It will be okay. I promise you, it will be okay. The battle engine's optimized, and the number of champions and bosses had their AI improved. Now, I'd like to know who had their AI improved, right? Which champions and which bosses, and which champions work better. Are we talking like 2 champions? Are we talking a whole bunch of champions? What's going on? Multiple minor bug fixes. So that's really it. That's what we've got. And the champion fixes here, Cythalia, she's still going to be total garbage. Look, they changed this up to a little higher percentage, I guess. And now remember, whatever percentage you see here, this should be in green, doesn't take into consideration the percentages from skills whenever they do these patches. So it has jumped up quite a lot. Where's she at? She's in Bannerlords? Right here. So her percentage to apply the HP burn went from total 40% to now 60%. So that's better, right? That's quite a bit better, but the rest of her stuff is still garbage. Nobody is going to use her. I hate this. They come out and they buff or they balance or redo a champion, and then it's still total garbage. I don't know who's doing the skills and balancings over at Polarium, because 90% of the champions they do this to are garbage. They have to come out and do Mountain King 2 times just to get him like powerful to where people want to play him. And he's very good. He's very good, right? In certain situations, he's OP as can be. But they keep doing this. I don't know who works over there and does this stuff. It just makes me mad. So mad, because I have 2 of her, and there's a lot of other people that have her as well. So Lugan the Steadfast. Attack one enemies, heal allies for 10%. So the new part of this is place a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns equal to 10% of its max HP. Okay, could be cool. I like that he heals everybody still, you know, whatever else. All allies now actually for 10% of the damage and all that. Nice. I like it. It's a good increase. Blood Gorge is a great champion, and now he's going to do a higher percentage to place the decreased defense, and then Raging Beast. Raging Beast, what is it? He's undead, right? Where is he at? He is this one. So Raging Beast is attack 3 times at random, puts one of the target skills on cooldown. So now he's going to attack everybody and put each target skill on cooldown. One of each target skill on cooldown. Okay, so we'll have to see how that works out. But he's still got this skill, which hits amazingly hard. So that's good. I like to see people buffed up. I like to see them buffed up in a decent way. They're going to come back to her because nobody's going to play her. I don't know what it's going to be. They'll probably wait because they want to be like, oh, she's fine. We know what we're talking about. But anyways, Blood Feather is a pretty cool epic. I don't have her leveled up. Actually, I don't have her at all. I don't have her at all. But I like that they increased this to 20% chance, so we don't have to bring as much crit rate. We can bring more crit damage. And she has some pretty interesting skills. I mean, she's got a pretty good kit. We'll have to try her out. Excruciator is pretty different now. Heals this champion by 25% of the damage inflicted while attacking without Veil on. And then without Veil, she does another thing here with the turn meter reduction and 50%. It's pretty interesting. I think she could be pretty good. I'm not going to go too into detail. You can read over this yourself. But when she comes out, we'll have to do guides on her and see if she is applicable anywhere. Because I still don't see her being used really anywhere, right? I just don't see it, but we'll see. Well, I mean, we'll have to test her out and try her out. Grimskin. All his attacks were changed to defense. I like that a lot. Defense, and he has high defense, so it makes sense. Plus, he's going to provoke now like crazy. So he has a higher percentage to do the decreased speed on a skill 1. Then he hits one target 2 times, and each time he has like a 70% chance to do a provoke on that one target. And if he does a provoke on that one target, he will then again... I've been doing so many 60s lately. So many 60s. But we've got Big Un up here. We've got Fushan. We've got the Royal Huntsman. I have Soulless. We've got this guy. We've got Rearguard Sergeant to do. We've got Grizzled Jarl and Grimskin. So I did Grimskin as well. And I've got many more to take up and do. We've got Brackets down here. Grimskin can do a provoke with 10 more percent. So 20 more percent than what it says right there. So it says a 40... 50%, 60, 70% chance to provoke on each hit. Now, does that mean if each hit provokes that you're going to get a 40, 50, 60% chance to place a provoke on all enemies for 1 turn each time? I don't know. It sounds like he's going to have a high percentage to place a provoke on everybody. 1 turn provoke, not a 2 turn provoke. It just says 1 turn. So, and if you do 2 1 turns at one time, it's still going to do 1 turn. It looks like he's going to have a really good high percentage to do a whole provoke on the enemy team, which I like a lot. Because then you can attack whoever he's the advantage affinity over, and then the rest of the people will take a provoke regardless, because it's a no damage ability, right? So they will still just do accuracy versus resistance. Plus it's based on damage. Now he does this fling here where the Ichor fling damages 80%, 100% chance to remove a buff, and now it's going to be based off of damage on a 4-turn cooldown. Pretty good, because this is a 3-turn cooldown with an AoE taunt for 1 turn. Very strong. All that seems very strong. Like a really good carry, even though he doesn't have a lot of mechanics to prevent damage on himself. But with everything else that he has going for him, I think he's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to try to use him as a DPS champion and see what we can pull out with him. And then this girl, you know, nobody's still going to use her. And Rhyme Beast, you know, just a little bit of change. So I won't get into that. So that is it. Those are what we see for the patch notes. This is what's leaked so far in the game. So we'll see. We'll see what happens when this comes out. I don't know. If all goes well, maybe it's next week sometime, maybe it's early next week. The thing is with these patch notes, the reason why they don't give them out right away is because anything could change. Something could break tomorrow and they'd have to pull it out, and then they'd have to edit these patch notes or turn it off. Like they can this patch can go live, right? Something's not working, and they immediately before they make it live for us. Like it's already loaded up. We actually have it on the client. They turn it live, boom, we're able to play it. But they didn't turn on Platinum Arena tier because there was issues. So obviously they're going to edit these notes and send it out to us without the Platinum Arena tier. And we're not going to know about it. We shouldn't know about it, right? So it's not in game and it's not on this. And then we have less things to be happy about. But we didn't know about it. So they wait, you know, they wait till the last minute to show you notes. And I think they should. They should wait till the last minute, because I don't like getting all excited about something that doesn't come out, right? If it doesn't come out later on. But that's all I've got. Let me know your thoughts below on this, because I can't even say it right. Snitches get stitches, like I have, so be careful. Don't take every word as this is definitely going to happen. I still don't know. I do not know, but these are what we have. I just wanted to go over this all with you. Have a great weekend. I'll see you all on a video soon.